Welcome back to Far Cry 6. In this video I do want to talk to you about the release of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon Classic Edition, because upon doing research I have come to the conclusion, my own opinion, that this is just another Ubisoft scam. When I say that, I have been looking through the Twitter responses to them actually announcing that the expansion is out now, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. If you own the Season Pass, there is no way of you avoiding this. You'll already have it, so essentially it's free. You've paid for the Season Pass, but because you paid for the Season Pass, this Blood Dragon game is completely free. However, if you haven't got the Season Pass and you want to buy this Classic Edition, do not do it. You are just wasting your money. So looking through the responses on Twitter, there are people complaining about not actually being able to install the DLC, and there are quite a few people, even the standalone version of it, is popping up on storefronts that is not available. Certain people are unable to download it. Another thing is, there are a lot of people that are quoting the description of the product itself, and it says, "Welcome to an 80s vision of the future taking place on a bizarre open world island crawling with evil, now on the current generation of consoles." So they state that it's been updated for modern platforms. Yet, however, this is running at 1080p in 30 FPS. I know for some players the frames don't matter, but it makes your experience so much smoother, just the difference between 30 and 60 FPS. So I did some more research, and they kept the release date very vague. They never really specified when it was coming out, and then a lot of people just started seeing it popping up on the marketplace. So there is only a version of this for the PS4 and the Xbox One. There is no native PS5 or Xbox Series S or X edition of this game. ESRB do have a listing for the game on PS5 and Series X and S, but nobody knows if that is ever actually going to release. So just for the time being, you have a backwards compatible game that will not run in 60 frames per second, that is limited to 1080p, yet what they are doing with this is charging you as much as the game actually cost when it first ever released. So right now, in Great British pounds, to go on Steam and purchase this will cost £12.50. I'm talking about the original, the 2013 Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's £12.50 on Steam. However, it's seen a all-time low price of £1.87. It's had an 85% discount before. Even looking at the pricing history, and I know I'm talking about Steam, but it's hard to find data and stats of console history in terms of games. But if you take a look at Saturday, July 13th, 2013, this is 2 months after it released. It released on the 1st of May 2013. It had a 25% discount. It would have cost you £9 to buy this back in 2013. July 2013, it would have cost you £9. If they had done significant upgrades, improvements, enhancements, if it was available on the PS5 and the Series X and S, fair enough. But they are charging £12, so that's 50p less than the original price of the game 8 years ago. To buy this standalone, they are charging £12, and it doesn't run in 60 frames. It doesn't run at 4K. It's not actually been optimized or enhanced for the current generation of consoles. We're talking about an 8-year-old game expansion that has been re-released as part of a Season Pass or to purchase standalone, and it's pretty much the same price. If they would have charged £6 or £8 or something like that, fair enough. But they are charging almost the same as what they charged 8 years ago just to buy this product again. And I know there's a lot of fans of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. And I know that right now £12 isn't exactly a lot of money to a lot of people. Some people it is a lot, but a lot of people, especially those that are out there spending £100 for an Ultimate Edition of a AAA game nowadays, £12 isn't really a lot of money. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go and just buy this in a blind manner not paying attention to the history of the game or the expansion, whatever you want to call it, and just the fact that this is more money for Ubisoft to expand as a corporation, get bigger, and just take the piss out of players even more. Selling this as an expansion very close to its original price 8 years ago is not acceptable. And I have to say that with so many games, so many expansions, it's not acceptable for companies to do things like this. They chuck it into season passes because it doesn't make a difference to them. You're going to pay for the season pass, and a lot of the time you're not actually going to get content that's worth that money. Or the expansions for the game itself, so Far Cry 6, those actual expansions will be worth the money, and they just chuck in this freebie to keep people happy. They give away things that don't make a difference to them just to try and hype up the community and get them spreading positivity to encourage others to do the same thing. But as a standalone purchase, £12, do not buy it for that much. You can go and get the same game expansion, the exact same product. You can go and pick it up right now for the same price. The only difference you are getting with this is it's going to have slightly better graphics. That's all you're getting. But you're paying the original, almost the original retail price from 2013. So in my recommendation, do not buy Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. If you're having to buy it standalone, if you're going to buy the season pass just to get your hands on this, don't do it. There will be sales. There's sales on stuff all the time within gaming. Don't go and pay the full price because you're paying for a product that you could have done the same thing for 8 years ago. On that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.